Especially in this town, there's so many people who tried for 10 years, 15 years to become actors or writers or directors and singers, performers, and they haven't made it. Now they're like, I don't have anything, and they're struggling, going, if I could take back time knowing I didn't get it. But I know from listening to you, they probably didn't put in as much energy and focused energy as you do, or have a plan.
Yeah.
Because if you really work hard at something every day, you get further. At least you get 1 or 2 jobs. Some people, so they didn't have a game plan in place. So I think one thing is a game plan.
Yeah.
And really, if you're not 1,000% committed, don't do it.
Exactly.
Especially this town.
You have to go for it.
You have to go for not even 100%. If you go 99, someone else is going 110.
Yep.
They're going to get it. Even if they're not as good, people see the energy and they're more committed.
Yep.
They're knocking on more doors.
Yep.
Like I used to live across the street from Sandra Bullock right before she got Speed.
Oh, wow.
And she was going, oh, God, I think I'm going to quit. It's just not working out, and I'm sick of all these other roles and, just dumb roles that she was doing. Because I'm just doing this stupid movie, Speed. And she said, oh, I'm going to leave the country because she thought it was going to bomb and not do well. And then she came back a huge star.
Life-changing.
I said, what do you do? Because I kept seeing people go in and out of her house. She said every Friday night she did a play reading. So every Friday she was in a play. And she said Monday through Friday, she brought her headshots to at least 2 casting people, or 2 people who didn't know she existed. Producers, directors, casting people. That's commitment. Whether she was the best actress or not 20 years ago, she was getting work because she was always friendly, nice, and there.
And committed.
And available. I'm here, letting everyone know she was there, not hiding in her apartment or sitting at Starbucks talking about other actors who are doing that.
Complaining, yeah. I absolutely did all that stuff. I was always in class. I'm a big advocate of class. I was always, if I can help a fellow actor with like auditions, it's because you're always learning.
Yes.
So it's like, how can I help people? I'm definitely a fan of creating your own work. So it's like just write your own little short and shoot it. So I did that a couple of times. I would just shoot things with people.
And camaraderie.
Anything you can do, absolutely, because it creates community.
Yeah, I know you're part of a group called the New Hollywood, and it's like a goals group, and you guys stick together. And tell me about that a little bit. I know Brianna, but how being part of something like that is so beneficial to your career, because it's not just helping each other, it's the spirit too, right?
Sure,
it's the
absolutely.
Heart. You have someone to cry on their shoulders, I didn't get this part, and to celebrate with, because if you're doing it all by yourself, it's
definitely not as fun.
It's not as fun.
No.
It's very lonely.
Very lonely and very, very dark. Well, I think with the New Hollywood, and Brianna is one of my best friends, so I know for her, especially because she founded it, and it's really grown as more and more of us are, we're all very committed to it. And the mission of it, the vision of it, which is for women to support each other in their dreams, like as purely and simple as that. And I think a lot of it came from, and I know Brianna is going to be here, so she'll share whatever personal parts of it she wants to share. But for me, I find being around people who I can be vulnerable in front of, where I don't have to. I'm not worrying about being perfect, or I have to prove a certain thing. And I even have come in as far as that, because initially in the goal group, I wanted everyone to think that I was, the first couple of years, it was like, well, but I've accomplished my goals, and I still was wanting to feel like I'm
You're
awesome,
really
I'm
together.
the best. Yeah. And then, I know people say, when you start to, get into your 30s, all that stuff starts to go away.
At 40, it's like, whatever.
This is where I'm at.
Yeah.
And all of us are kind of in that. A lot of us are, I've been in the group now for 5 or 6 years, and so we've seen each other through our mid-late 20s, and now we're all in our early to mid-30s, and so we're all in that place where we're just this is me, this is where I'm at. And so having a community where you can be exactly where you're at and loved and accepted, and then because we trust each other and we've created the level of trust we have, then you can have people gently nudge you, well, what about if you look at it this way? Or, how about try this? So then you're ready to receive support to shift you out of wherever you're in once you're ready. And we know we have each other's back, and confidentiality. And, that's, at one point I went through a really, really bad breakup, and I thought about kind of running back to New York, which is like a comfort zone for me. Being in New York is ironically a comfort zone.
I get that.
And one of the main reasons why I didn't, besides the fact that I knew in my heart I hadn't gone for it fully yet here, was because of the New Hollywood, because I knew those women were there. And I'll never forget receiving a card from them. I was just a really tough time. I had an engagement that ended, and I received a card from them, and they just said, like, we're here to support you. And that card, like, I still have that card, and that card just, like, was everything to me, knowing that, like, a group of 20 women were thinking and understood at that moment, and that I could call any one of them, like, because I was really dark. And sure enough, like, it just, like, it pushed me through, and I'm so glad that I stayed, because otherwise I would have given up on myself. And so the New Hollywood was a huge part of that.